What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Defining Moments Hulk Hogan. Here we do have Hulk Hogan on display. What I'm going to do is take him off the stage, and then we'll have a better look at Hulk Hogan. So stay tuned, everyone. And so here we have Hulk Hogan off the display stage. So let's actually run through Hulk Hogan's accessories really fast. He does come with a bit. He does come with the WWE World Heavyweight title, which is a really nice sculpt. This is the first and only time we've ever gotten this title, so I am glad it comes with Hogan, and it does wrap around his waist. We also do get a headband that does peg on to two little holes on the side of his head. We do get his little crucifix, which goes around his neck. And then we get a Hulkamania t-shirt, which of course does rip in the center, so I really do like the accessories that Hulk Hogan here does come with. Other than that, he doesn't come with anything else, no display stages, nothing like that. So let's actually take a closer look at Hulk Hogan. And so here we have a closer look at Hulk Hogan. Now, this is a figure I've actually had in my collection for about 4 years. That was about the time I last reviewed this figure. But several people have asked me to review him since they saw him in my Ric Flair video, so I'm more than happy to oblige. Here we do have Hulk Hogan in his first ever Mattel release, which was in the Defining Moments line. So if you are wondering about that, he did come in the revamped Defining Moments. And I really do love this head sculpt. It actually does look like a young Hulk Hogan. Mind you that there are two little peg holes right here for his bandana. There's no other way that they could have done that unless they sculpted an alternate head, which at the time Mattel didn't like doing that. Now this is, like I said, a younger Hulk Hogan because he still has hair on the top of his head. Although he is starting to go bald, you can see it is starting to show. I do like the fact that they did add that little detail rather than just glance over it. Really do like the hair sculpt on Hogan here. It really is reminiscent of his bleach blonde hair. The mustache looks really good, and the face is actually pretty good for the time. It still does look like Hulk Hogan from pretty much every angle, and I'm really thankful I got one with really good paint apps. As far as his body goes, his torso, I believe, is a unique sculpt to Hulk Hogan. I have not seen any other figure, to my knowledge, that has this torso, which I'm really glad Mattel went the extra mile to give the Hulkster his very own torso. Now, he is using the really big biceps here that we see with figures like Brock Lesnar, but that's only because he has 24-inch pythons, brother. You can see he also does have wrist tape, which looks really good and clean on both arms. There's so many ways that could have gone wrong, but surprisingly it didn't. Now, I did talk about his torso being unique. I want to say his trunks are also unique, because these trunks actually go higher than most other trunks, and I want to say that even all this, from his chest, his abs, to his waist, is all unique sculpting, which I think that's the way it should have been. Hulk Hogan was a really unique figure in terms of body, so I am glad Mattel went the extra mile to give Hulk Hogan a unique torso. The legs we have seen before, they're just those really big chunky legs. You can see he does have his red knee pads on, which look really good, although the paint, not the greatest. You can see it's supposed to be lined up with the pad, but it kind of missed the mark by a good half, maybe quarter inch. On this side it matches even better, but you can see there's a little bit of white paint on mine. So overall, the paint apps on his knee pads are okay. We do get his classic yellow boots with the white stripe, or not the white stripes, but the white laces going all the way down, as well as the white soles, because that was actually Hulk Hogan's calling card. The red and yellow is such an iconic look for wrestling, especially Hulk Hogan. So with that out of the way, guys, that's all of his details. So let's actually compare him to a few other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have Hulk Hogan posed next to an elite Stone Cold Steve Austin and an elite AJ Styles. Here we do have Hulk Hogan posed next to an elite CM Punk and an elite Mean Gene Okerlund. And finally, here we have Hulk Hogan posed next to Andre the Giant. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually have a look at Hulk Hogan's articulation. Now, he does have this standard elite articulation. He does have a ball joint in the head, which does let him look up. Doesn't really look down, but we can get him looking up. We do get some slight head tilt on Hulk Hogan, so that works pretty good, as well as some left and right rotation. Not at all hindered by the hair because it is made of a soft plastic. Arms do a full 360 going all the way around. Go out to about that far. Do they go out? Yeah, his right arm does seem to go further horizontal than his left arm. He does have a bicep swivel, which works pretty good. Single bend in the elbow, giving us 90-degree bend. He does have a swivel and a hinge at the wrist. His ab crunch does go back about that far. Goes forward about that far. We do have a waist swivel. Legs do kick forward to about there. They kick back. Go out only to about that far. He does have a swivel in the thigh. A double bend in the knee. Works pretty good. Swivel at the boot. We do have a hinge in the ankle, which goes back and forward a little bit. And then, of course, we do get rocker ankles on Hulk Hogan. So overall, pretty good articulation on this figure. So what we're going to do now is actually get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have Hulk Hogan posed for my final thoughts, and overall I still really do like this figure. This is actually one of my favorite wrestling figures in my collection, and I do feel like Hulk Hogan is a must-have for any WWE fan, seeing as how Hulk Hogan was pretty much the face of the company from the 1980s all the way to the early 90s. You really do need a Hulk Hogan in your collection if you do collect any Mattel figures. Now, thankfully, Hulk Hogan here isn't really that hard to come by. I have seen Hulk Hogan go anywhere from $25, which is what I paid for him, all the way to about $50, which is pretty good, seeing as how some figures from the Defining Moments line do go for an upwards of $100. So $50 for Hulk Hogan is actually really good. If you can wait, I do know that Storm Collectibles is going to release their very own Hulkamania Hulk Hogan with the classic yellow and red knee pad, so I am looking forward to that figure. However, if you want to pick up this figure, like I said, secondhand market, you can get them loose for about $20, or you can get them in package for $50. Whichever one you prefer, I do feel Hulk Hogan is a must-have for any WWE fan. With that being said, guys, I'm King of Dragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other WWE videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll gladly take a look at it. And while you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.